Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to chilly Boothby Park here today for this Endsleigh second division top of the league clash between Hull City and Oxford United. A quick rundown of the Tigers team today. In goal is Steve Wilson, number 2 Ray Wallace, number 3 Jimmy Graham, number 4 Gary Hobson, Paul Cox wears 5, Greg Abbott at 6, Richard Peacock at 7, number 8 Neil Mann, number 9 Linton Brown, number 10 Dean Windus, and number 11 Craig Lawford. The substitutes for the Tigers today: number 12 Alan Fettis, number 14 David Mayle, and the goalkeeping substitute Neil Allison. And a rundown of the Oxford team today. In goal is Phil Whitehead, number 2 Les Robinson, number 3 Mickey Lewis, number 4 Alex Dyer, number 5 Matt Elliott, number 6 Tony Dobson, Matthew Murphy at 7, number 8 Dave Smith, number 9 Paul Moody, number 10 John Byrne, and number 11 Robert Ford. And the substitutes for Oxford today: number 12 David Rush, number 14 Mark Druce, and the goalkeeping substitute Mark Deegan. Your man in the middle today is Mr. John Watson of Whitley Bay, and the linesman, the red flag, Mr. A.C. Harteveld, and the yellow flag, Mr. R. Tiffin. Well, there couldn't really be a worse time this season for top of the league Oxford to come and play City here at Boothby Park. To beat them 4-0 away at the opening day of the season, and looking to do the double over the Tigers today. Tigers with a terrible injury problem at the moment. There's 5 of the first team out, which forced Dolan into the decision to sign 2 one-month loan signings in the form of Ray Wallace and Paul Cox. The match sponsor today is PB Motors, and the match ball sponsor is Hull City Y-Works Limited, so thanks to them. Sure, Mr. Watson, we're getting this match underway soon. Interested to note in the Hull City side today that Alan Fettis, the usual Hull City goalkeeper, has been played in number 12 as an outfield player, and Neil Allison, the reserve centre-back usually, has been named as the goalkeeping substitute. Well, usually Dolan said that Alan Fettis knocks the goals in practice, so I'm sure that with the injury crisis, that's what inspired him to that decision. It'll be Linton Brown kicking the ball to Greg Abbott now to get this game underway. Now here's Jimmy Graham. That's a long ball there, perhaps looking for Paul Moody. Headed out by Gary Hobson. A little flick by Les Robinson. That's a long ball there towards Moody, well cut out by Hobson. Now it's the first touch for Mickey Lewis. Alex Dyer. And that's a long ball there. Going straight out to play for the first throw-in of the game to the Tigers. Here's John Byrne. Kicks the ball out for a throw-in. And now here's the new boy, Ray Wallace, on a month's loan signing from Stoke. twin brother, of course, of the Rod Wallace, the Leeds United striker, and Danny Wallace, the Birmingham City winger. Now here's Jimmy Graham, looking to flick a ball through for Dean Windus there, and well cut out by the Oxford skipper. Here's Robert Ford now. Finds Moody. And it'll be cut out by the other new boy here at Boothby Park today, Paul Cox. Paul Cox currently on loan from Notts County, played against Tigers in the cup matches last season. Now that's a good cross in, Wilson jumps and claims the ball comfortably. Now that's a quick, good throw by Wilson. Here's Craig Lawford, under pressure from Matthew Murphy. Nice ball to Linton Brown, looks to turn, and wins the first corner of the game. Corner now will be taken by Richard Peacock. Hobson's up from defence, making a run, and the ball's eventually cleared by Alex Dyer. And now Hull have won another corner there. Just Graham and Wallace staying back. Hobson's up in the box there from defence. Cross comes in, is the header, and it's just over there by Neil Mann. Great header though, good cross in by Richard Peacock. Neil Mann at the near post, just flicked the header on, it had beaten the keeper, but it just sailed just over the crossbar. That was a good start there for the Tigers though. 2 corners in quick succession. Now here's Whitehead with his first touch, and the ball safely out of the play for a Tigers throw-in. Here's Matt Elliott, out to Dyer. Here's Wallace now under pressure from Moody. And the referee gives a goal kick. There's good shielding there by Ray Wallace. The number 5 here, Paul Cox, comes in at centre-back in place of the injured former Blackburn player Rob Dewhurst, with stitches in his foot after the defeat at Swansea last week. As the ball's out to play by Elliott. Sorry, right. Yeah. Right, here's Greg Abbott. There's Wallace with the flick. Now here's Dyer with the Oxford throw-in. Flick over there, looking for Linton Brown. Safely gathered by Phil Whitehead. Oh, it's good link in there between Peacock and Wallace. But that's not a really very good ball there. Bit of a hopeful ball by Wallace upfield. Perhaps looking for Dean Windus, but he was nowhere near. Flick header there by Hobson. Now here's Moody. Les Robinson now. Puts the ball in there. Who's looking there for Matthew Murphy? And it's good clearance there by Jimmy Graham up to Linton Brown. So, nice play by Elliot there, switching play out to Alex Dyer on the left. And the shots there by the veteran, John Byrne. No trouble though for Steve Wilson, the ball was going well wide. Well, Oxford have had a confident start at Boothby Park today so far. It's not surprising really, they come here on the back of 5 straight league wins and they'll be looking to extend that today. That ball out there looking for Robert Ford. Foul though by Wallace. There's Matt Elliott now coming up from defence for Oxford. And Tony Dobson. It'll be Dyer with the kick. The cross comes in. Dobson heads it. Oh, that was an absolute sitter there. The header came in there from Dobson. It had beaten Steve Wilson. Steve Wilson was absolutely stranded there in his goal. All it needed was a little header to the near post, and somehow he managed to head it just wide. The long ball there looking for Windus. Up towards Moody. The long ball there by Smith, but looking for Byrne. Now Dean Windus there, it's a nice ball, looking to utilise the pace of Linton Brown. Throw now, finds Jimmy Graham. Here's Whitehead. Headed there by Moody. And Smith now. There's Smith. Moody. And Mickey Lewis is a good football by Oxford at the moment. It's a nice ball in. It goes straight through to Steve Wilson. Now it's another quick ball out to Craig Lawford running down this left hand side. Oh, nice ball there by Lawford to find Linton Brown. And the ball eventually away by Elliott. Nearly worked against them. I'm desperately looking to get away with that Hull City. It was the back pass from Gary Hobson going over Steve Wilson. He knew he couldn't handle it and he took a gamble really that was going wide. Couldn't get to it with his head. Very fortunate there, the Tigers, that they got away with just the corner. Well, Ford to Moody, looks to turn, and it's a goal kick. Well, nearly 10 minutes played here at Boothby Park. The score at the moment is still Hull City 0, Oxford United 0. could do there, just kick the ball out of play for a Oxford United throw. The ball out by Neil Mann there. Interesting today that Dolan's playing both Neil Mann and Greg Abbott in midfield. It's usually Chris Lee in place of one of the two, but he obviously can't be playing today because he's gone down with chickenpox. Now here's Elliot. Moody, joint top scoring division so far with 19 goals. That was good battling. Oxford have got it back now. There's a foul there on Dobson by Jimmy Graham. Sorry, that's Dave Smith. It'll be Robinson now with the free kick. Falls to Wallace, he'll have to clear it. And he does, and that's not a bad clearance. Linton Brown now looking to get past Alex Dyer. Good turn though there by Alex Dyer. Oh no, this is good play by Oxford. Here's John Byrne. No real communication there between John Byrne and Matthew Murphy. Now Byrne there, puts the ball straight to Craig Lawford, trying to create a chance now for Hull. Good tackle by Mickey Lewis. Good interception there from Jimmy Graham's ball. And you had another lack of communication there between the Oxford players, this time between Dave Smith and Paul Moody. Terry Dolan today playing that familiar 4-4-2 formation with Brown and Windus up front. And now that's a decent ball there for Byrne to run onto. And a great tackle by Cox there. A vital tackle in fact. I think it was a bit of vain hope there by Byrne that he went down, perhaps looking for the free kick. But the referee saw no reason to give it. Here's Robinson. Murphy. Cross comes in. Well, not a very good clearance by Hobson there. His lucky Peacock was there to clear up. Here's Smith. Well, there was no one there for that ball by Mickey Lewis to run onto. Straight through to Steve Wilson. Here's Byrne now. That's a nice ball by Byrne and a great header by Wallace. Dyer now hits the ball in. Straight to Steve Wilson. The last time Hull City played at Boothby Park was on the 19th of November, where they lost 2-0 to Bristol Rovers, which wasn't really a very good performance for the Tigers. They'll be looking to do better than that today. The last time they won here at Boothby Park was on the 1st of November against York City, where the Tigers beat the Minster men 3-0. Man there wins a throw-in for Hull. That's a nice little ball now for Linton Brown. And a good ball, the cross comes in. And here's Lawford! Oh, and how did Lawford miss that one? There's an absolute sitter there for Craig Lawford. The keeper had missed it completely. All he had to do was chip it over a defender on the ground, and it was 1-0 to the Tigers. But somehow it got a deflection. I think he just tried to smack it in and hope for the best. It got a deflection off the defender and sailed high over the Oxford bar. But it's not all bad though now, because Hull City have got a corner out of it. Trying now to make up for that mistake, which should surely have put the Tigers on, give the Tigers a 1-0 lead. And now there is that 1-0 lead coming from Dean Winders. It was a great cross in there from Peacock, and there was Dean Winders. No one was picking up the runner, and Dean Winders just stole in and side-footed an easy volley past Paul Whitfield. Well, that goal there coming in the 70th minute. A great start for Hull City here. It was a corner. Craig Lawford really should have scored, but he got a corner out of it. Richard Peacock swung the cross in. Nobody's picking up the runner, and you can't afford to do that when it's that man, Dean Winders. And he came into the box and put an easy side foot volley past the stranded Paul Whitehead. He really had no chance. And that means that here at Boothby Park, after 17 minutes, the score's Hull City 1, Oxford United 0. There's not a player down. I'm not sure who it is right now. They'll continue the game. And it was Dave Smith there down with the injury, but he's okay and he'll continue the game. Moody there jumps, and City looking at Elliott, didn't connect with that one. And now it's a throw into Hull. Well, this is the first of a couple of difficult games coming up here at Boothby Park for the Tigers, which is partly the reason why Dolan's got these two loan signings. They've got this game against Oxford, and then on Boxing Day they're playing Huddersfield, another big team in the second division today here at Boothby Park. Now here's Jimmy Graham, the crowd really getting behind them. The referee now wanting a word. I think that's the number 7, Matthew Murphy, for Oxford. It'll be a yellow card. No, that's the number 2, Les Robinson there with the first booking of the game. Yellow card there for Les Robinson. It's like it might be Winders, the goal scorer, to take this free kick. And that's a good crack there by Dean Winders, enough power but quite far wide really. And that ball there by Robinson, straight out to play. Well, the ball went out to play there. Be a throw into the Tigers, looking to hold on to this lead now. Well, there's two managers of the month here, battling it out. So there's 2 months ago, Terry Dolan got the award, and Dennis Smith was the manager of the month for last month. Here's Winders, and that was a blatant foul there on Dean Winders. The referee lets that one go. Free kick to Hull. The cross comes in and easy out by Alex Dyer. Showed good awareness, Jimmy Graham. Knew Wallace was there. Had a little header back to him. Nice flick by Windus there. And it looked to be obstruction there, but the referees played the game on. And now here's the speedy winger, Robert Ford, running down the left. Moody's making a good run, but he hits it too far ahead of Moody, straight into the waiting arms of Steve Wilson. Here's Jimmy Graham now. Gets the ball back. Good clearance by Steve Wilson. Well, Hull City 6th in the division at the moment on 33 points, with Oxford top of the league with 43 points. And it'd be good if the Tigers could win today to reduce that lead to just 7 points. And to move the Tigers certainly above Crewe, providing Crewe lose or draw, who incidentally Tigers recorded their biggest home win of the season over, beating Crewe 7-1. And now here's Linton Brown, might use his pace. An easy ball back though for Tony Dobson. Well, not a very good ball there by Paul Whitehead under pressure from Linton Brown. And that's another good flick by Dean Windus, just too long for Craig Lawford. And John Byrne will get this ball, switching play out well to Alex Dyer. Nice header by Moody there, puts Byrne away, the other half of the strike force, which has done well this season. And now the ball's fallen to number 10 Byrne, and a good save by Steve Wilson there. The ball just dropped at the feet of Byrne, he was steaming in. Steve Wilson did well to get that ball and hold on to it. Here's Peacock. Looking for Abbott there. Long ball there, looking for Ford. And headed out of play by Paul Cox. Good interception there by Jimmy Graham. Hits the long ball up, but there's no one there. There's Linton Brown, Hull City's top scorer so far this season with 11 goals, including a hat-trick against Crewe. Robinson will hit this one up long. Look to go out there off the Oxford player, and it's Hull City throwing. Nice ball there by Jimmy Graham, looking for Linton Brown. There's a foul there on Jimmy Graham by Paul Moody. That's a nice ball in, looking for Dean Windus. The header in the end came from Matt Elliott. He was going with quite a pace, but there's good awareness there from Phil Whitehead to gather that one. Here's Neil Mann now, making a good run. Almost a mix-up there by the Oxford defenders now. There's Smith. To Robinson. And he finds Moody. Good ball by Robinson, but Moody won't have the pace to get there. The clearance made well by Gary Hobson. And now Lee Windus now is onside. He's got one-on-one with the keeper. He must score surely, and he does. And that's number 2 for Dean Windus. Well, where were the defence there? The defence were playing the offside trap. They were right up near the halfway line, and Dean Windus, after the ball had played, snuck behind them. He was onside, only slightly, but he stole through and scored. Well, that goal there coming from nowhere, really. The ball just came over the top of the Oxford defence. Dean Windus really looked to be offside, but he must have moved after the ball was played. The flag stayed down. He went through and he was one-on-one on the keeper. He doesn't miss those, and it's 2-0 to the Tigers. That goal there, second for the Tigers and the second for the Dean Windus today, coming in the 27th minute here at Boothby Park. The score now, Hull City 2, Oxford United 0. The ball over for Elliott to jump, well gathered by Steve Wilson. Robinson there with a header, just succeeds in finding Jimmy Graham. Now here's Paul Moody. Oh, it's a swirling ball there. Went out to play. Throw into Hull. Here's Byrne. Ford, and Ford puts the ball over there for Murphy, and it's easily gathered by Steve Wilson. Here's Dean Windus with a lob, but it's quite a long way over Phil Whitehead's bar there. Well, Dean Windus, I'm sure, thinking he can score from anywhere, with 2 goals already this game. Looking for his first hat-trick of this season. And I'm sure Oxford can't believe that they're playing the same team which they beat 4-0 on the opening day of the season. Here's Jimmy Graham now. Neil Mann. Well, the referee blown a bit late there. Thought perhaps Neil Mann would have got done there for handball, but it was a free kick and it'll be Jimmy Graham to take. Ball in for Jimmy Graham, it'll be headed away by Dyer. Only as far as Neil Mann. And now there could be a counter-attack here for Oxford with Ford out to Moody. Burns making a good run at the far post. I think Moody will try and find him. And he does. And the ball goes back in. And Paul Moody there, unmarked, running in at the far post. Just succeeded in hitting the side netting. Fortunate let off there for the Tigers. Not wanting to let Oxford United back into this game. Ball out of play there by Dobson. For Hull City throwing. And now here's Linton Brown. Tries to find Dean Windus. Good play there though by Elliott. Little flick with the outside of his foot. And it's a blatant chip early there by Neil Mann. Clumsy there. Not a bad ball towards Moody, looking for the flick for Murphy. Straight into the arms of waiting Steve Wilson. Well, the Tigers certainly looking confident so far in this first half. Just over half an hour gone. Score here at Boothby Park. Hull City 2, Oxford United 0. 2 goals from Dean Windus. 10 minutes apart on 17:27 as the cross comes in. And the header's made there by Craig Lawford. But it's straight into the arms of Phil Whitehead. Having said that though, Oxford United haven't played badly. They've had some good build-up plays and some good attacks. Perhaps really should have got one back for that header by Moody. Now the referee's allowed advantage with Neil Mann now. Looks for the cross. Dean Windus there, correctly perhaps telling him he should have used Craig Lawford. Now there's a player down. Looks like it's the Tigers skipper, Greg Abbott. Receiving treatment now from Greg Abbott, from Jeff Radcliffe. Looks like he'll continue with the game. Moody wins the header there. Smith, and away by Graham. Here's Dobson. Oh, and that's a mix-up there by the City defence by Gary Hobson. Byrne will look to get the cross in here past Jimmy Graham, and he does. Oh, and it's off the bar and cleared by Richard Peacock. Well, that really should have been 2-1 there. The cross came in from Byrne. There was little Robert Ford running in at the far post. Nobody marking him, got the header in. It beaten Steve Wilson, but it was beaten by the bar, unfortunately for Oxford. And then it was cleared off the line, the second shot by Richard Peacock. Play down at the moment. Lawford. He'll be okay to continue the game. Steve Wilson there with the ball up towards Windus. What was? Right. It's a long ball up there. Flick on by Ben to Moody. And a good tackle there by Paul Cox. Ball away there by Jimmy Graham up towards Dean Windus, and that's a nice little flip by Dean Windus. The ball out there to Linton Brown, just too long. And Linton Brown rightly there applauding the vision of Dean Windus. Unfortunate though, just sailed about an inch above his head. Well, the referee saw a foul there by Linton Brown on Alex Dyer. Well, Steve Wilson did well to get out there to gather that one. It was Byrne running in. Elliott's missed it. Here's Dobson. Hits the ball out for a Hull City throw-in. Hull City now with another throw-in. Norfolk now looking to get the cross in. Hobson now hits a long ball up. Straight out to play though for a goal kick to Oxford. Well, Neil Mann there just gave the ball away to Murphy. Well, it's Lewis out now to Dyers. Good run here by Dyer, got past Peacock. Looks for Robinson and finds him. Robinson though just pokes the ball into the middle and it's cleared by Greg Abbott. Here's Peacock. He's got Windus to his right, chooses to use him. Linton Brown's making a good run at the far post. And well claimed by Phil Whitehead. Well, just about 5 minutes to go now here at Boothby Park in this top of the division clash between Hull City and Oxford United. And the score here is Hull City 2, Oxford United 0. Header there by Dyer, back to Phil Whitehead. Here's Byrne. Finds Robinson. There's a foul there by Dean Windus. Looked to have tripped Robinson. Now the cross comes in. The header there was by Smith. Moody now gets the ball back in. And it's flicked straight into the arms of Steve Wilson. Well, I'm sure Steve Wilson now be in no hurry to kick this ball with under 5 minutes remaining, with the Tigers with a 2-0 lead. Looking not to concede one before half time. Here's Byrne now, and away by Hobson. There's an offside flag up there though, against Windus or Brown. Well, City playing this game how they like to play it. Sit back and defend while the other team attacks, soak up all the pressure, then hit them on the break. And yet another free kick now to Oxford. Linton Brown, I don't think very happy with the referee with his couple of recent decisions. Robinson chips the ball in. In by Byrne there. And the shot comes in there. And it's scored. Well, that goal there coming from the centre-back, Matt Elliott. Well, that was a good goal there by Matt Elliott. The ball came to Byrne just outside the box. He chipped a little ball in. Elliott controlled it, turned, and hit a great volley past a stranded, really, Steve Wilson. Couldn't do anything about that one. And so, with about 1 or 2 minutes to go until half-time, the score here at Boothby Park is Hull City 2, Oxford United 1. Now here's Dyer. Puts a good ball out for Moody if he's got the pace to get past Cox. And Cox flicks the ball back to Wilson. Clears up to Wallace. The two new lads there linking up to clear the ball. Straight up to Phil Whitehead. Dad? That's for Dad to time the goal, please. Sorry, 44. The shot there for number 7, Matthew Murphy. No problem there for Steve Wilson. Yeah. Away there by the goal scorer Elliott to Ford. And away by Dobson. Header there won by Dobson. Now, here's Linton Brown. Look to put a ball through there for Windus. Nice ball there by Jimmy Graham. Here's Moody, looking for his 20th of the season, but he won't get it there because that was a fine tackle by Neilman. And that's a nice ball over now for Linton Brown, and well taken by Phil Whitehead. Tigers still well into injury time now. The Tigers still looking for that goal to give them another, restore that 2-goal cushion. Now here's Byrne. Lovely little flick there for Smith and back to Byrne. The cross comes in and well away by Gary Hobson. Now here's Peacock. Just Windus inside him. Now he's got loads of space now, Peacock, to get this cross in. It's towards Windus and the header's there. And the ball just plucked out of the air there by Phil Whitehead. Good move though there by the Tigers just before half time. Which surely can't be long now. And the referee will blow now. Well, it's been a fairly even game in terms of chances so far. Oxford United probably having more of the possession, attacking the Tigers' goal. But Hull City doing what they do best. They've soaked up all the pressure and then they've hit them on the break and they've scored 2 goals coming in the 17th and 27th minute from Dean Windus. But then just before half time, Oxford hit back with a Matt Elliott goal coming in the 44th minute. So the score here at Boothby Park at half time is Hull City 2, Oxford United 1. Well, welcome back to the second half here at Boothby Park. Tigers went into this half-time with a 2-1 lead over Oxford. Both goals coming from Dean Windus. And the Oxford goal scored by the number 5, Matt Elliott. Oxford there with the kick-off. Here's Dyer. Nice play by Dyer there, but intercepted by Peacock. Now the first throw-in of this second half goes Oxford's way. Here's Byrne. Well, both teams are stuck with the same teams that played the first half. So both managers obviously quite happy with their first half performance. Now here's Murphy. Moody. Perhaps took a bit of a risk there, Jimmy Graham. Oh no! Easily taken there by Steve Wilson. Here's Byrne. His back heel there cut out by Wallace. And now here's Linton Brown. Nearly lucky there, Linton Brown. Get past Elliott. Here's Dyer. Oh, and that's a nice ball through. He'll be forward with a shot. And it's just sneaked wide. Had Wilson beaten there. Ford came running in, got the ball, there was no defenders on him. Shot from outside the area, just wide. Well, there's an early chance there in the second half for Oxford to draw this game level. It's Paul Cox on the ground. Looks to be something wrong with his ankle maybe. Well, Hull City certainly want another injury. The record of injuries at the moment must be the worst in the league. They got Rob Dewar, the centre-back, out with stitch in his foot after the Swansea game last week. Adam Lowthorpe, the right-back, has got tendinitis. Chris Lee in midfield developed chicken pox, and Chris Hargreaves and Matty Edison are both suspended. So the Tigers really, a brilliant performance so far, considering that record that they've got. To be 2-1 up here. There's Moody there with the header, but it was holding by Cox. It'll be Elliott with the kick. He has a shot, well wide. That's a nice ball there by Murphy, onto the wing, and well cleared by Greg Abbott. Linton Brown there, forcing Dobson to just hit the ball out to play for the Hull City throw-in. Header won there by Moody. So here's Jimmy Graham with the Hull City throw-in. Looking for Windus, and he finds him. Puts the ball over, looking for Brown. Brown might get in there. Paul Whitehead does well to get that one away. Looked to be obstruction there to me by Elliott on Dean Windus. The referee knows where he'd play on. This is good football now by the Tigers. And there's a foul there on Dean Windus by number 3 there, Mickey Lewis, in a dangerous position. Referee just making sure the wall's right. It's a direct free kick. But it's the shot there. Forced the save there from Paul Whitehead. Well struck though by Richard Peacock. And he's won the first corner of the second half to Hull City. Cross comes in, and there's Windus there again. The goalkeeper fumbled it. That's a nice ball there by Dean Windus for Peacock to chase. And it'll be a free kick there for that push there by Peacock on the number 3 Mickey Lewis.
Doing all right.
Well, all 6 substitutes at the moment warming up on the touchline. Perhaps we might see a substitution for one of the sides soon. That's a nice ball there by Windus to Wallace. Looks for Brown there, that's a nice ball for Brown. And it's well gathered by Phil Whitehead once again. The referee there giving that decision in Hull City's favour. It'll be Cox with the free kick. Nice control by Windus there. Makes Oxford concede the corner. Corner now will be taken by Craig Lawford. Cross comes in. Out by Elliott. Once again the cross comes in and easily gathered by Paul Whitehead. Ball there by Greg Abbott. The headed clearance by Steve Wilson. Here's Ford. Well, there was a foul there by Greg Abbott, and now there's a chance here with Craig Lawford. Linton Brown's making a good run outside him, and he wins the throw-in. That's a nice ball now for Moody to chase. And the clearance by Wilson. And that's a lovely ball. But this time there's offside against Linton Brown. Moody there with the header. Well taken by Steve Wilson. Lawford now. Header there made by Moody, and now to play by, hooked into play by Gary Hobson, and that'll be a Oxford throw-in.
Well done.
Well played there, Craig Lawford, making another good run. Well, Gary Hobson there, straight into the path of Byrne. And a shot eventually blocked there by Cox. Here's Dyer now. And away by Jimmy Graham.
Well done.
Now here's Phil Whitehead. Way there by Wallace. Here's Murphy, finding Robinson. It's good football at the moment by Oxford. In play by Elliott. Moody jumps. Right, it's upfield by Lawford. Here's Windus. And Lewis there. That ball will go out to play for a Hull City throw-in. Well, there's a quarter of an hour gone in this second half here at Boothby Park, and the score still as it was at half time. Hull City 2, Oxford United 1. Now there's a chance here for Oxford with Byrne on the left. Tries the shot, goes well wide though, as Steve Wilson's left upright. Is Moody. Byrne there, and well defended by Paul Cox. Well, this second half so far certainly hasn't got the attacking excitement of the first half, but I'm sure that the Tigers fans won't mind about that as long as they hold on to this 2-1 lead. And now there's a substitution for Oxford. It's number 12 coming on, David Rush, in place of number 11, Robert Ford. Looks like that's a direct swap. He's gone onto the left wing. Well, the City fans certainly not happy about that decision. Everything seems to be going Oxford's way so far. And I have to admit, I didn't see a foul there by Dean Winders. Now here's Abbott. He'll switch the ball out to Wallace. Inside to Abbott. It's a long ball there looking for Brown. Now here's Peacock. See the Tigers play some nice football at the moment. That's a good ball for Peacock to run onto, and they've won a corner. Well, Tigers look dangerous from corners so far in this game. Scored their first goal, left one. And look dangerous in the other 2 or 3 that they've won. Below for now with this corner. Cross comes in and it's well held by Phil Whitehead. It's well held there by Steve Wilson. Well, not a very good kick there by Steve Wilson, but Peacock's managed to keep it in play. Now here's Oxford with the throw-in. Robinson. Here's Smith. Smith, that's a good cross in towards Moody. And Moody was unmarked there. But he obviously pushed Ray Wallace there. It'll be a free kick to Hull. Well, there's 25 minutes to go here at Boothby Park in this Endsleigh second division encounter between Hull City and Oxford United. The score still stands as it did at half time. Hull City 2, Oxford United 1. Well, the referee now gives the free kick to Hull. He wants the words of number 12, David Rush, only just come on. So here's Cox. Vital header there by Gary Hobson. Rather fortunate there, Lawford, that ball fell to Neil Mann in the end. He'll try and get the cross in, I'm sure. Craig Lawford. That's a nice cross. Now here's Richard Peacock. Gets the ball back in. And a vital clearance there by Elliott. He had Winders coming in with him looking for his hat-trick. And it was a diving header by Matt Elliott that denied City a 3-1 lead. Here's Dyer now. Clears the ball. And bad misjudgment there by Cox. And Gary Hobson did desperately well there to get the ball out of play, to give the Tigers a chance to regroup. There's a bit of a mix-up here for the Tigers. And the shot looked to be coming in there from Murphy, and eventually comes to Steve Wilson. And now Dean Windus here's Dean Windus away, he's got Linton Brown. Gets the cross in, and it's well held by Phil Whitehead. Quickly out now. Here's David Rush. And he's well beaten there by Neilman. Perhaps flick a ball over for Linton Brown, he does so. But that'll go out to play. Oh, it's a good penetrating run here by Alex Dyer. And a good block there by Ray Wallace. Here's Moody. He's got a rush inside him. Matt Elliott now has a shot, high and wide though. And now Hull City have got a free kick their way. Well, there's a yellow card there for the Oxford defender. Number 5, the goal scorer, Matt Elliott there on a yellow card. The ball comes in towards Windus. Windus though, backing into Elliott, and the free kick's been taken quickly. And that's a good ball over for Moody, just too long. Wouldn't have mattered though, because Mr. Tiffin had put his flag up for the offside against Paul Moody. Jimmy Graham there looking for Linton Brown. Now here's Rush. Gets the cross in and well away by Cox. Oh, and that's a bad ball there by Jimmy Graham. Dyer there putting the ball in. And Wallace really needs to clear this. Good control there by Dean Windus. Can't really afford to leave him unmarked. Looking to spread the ball wide there. Just too long there for Craig Lawford. Ball away in the end by Wallace. Rush flicks the ball over to Byrne now. Good run by Dyer, chooses to use him. He'll get the cross in now, surely. He does so. And there was Moody running in there, looking for his 20th goal of the season. But Steve Wilson did well to stand his ground and grab the ball. Header there by Robinson. Away by Jimmy Graham. Nice little ball over there, looking for Dean Windus. And it'll run for Craig Lawford. He's got Windus inside him, and I hurried that ball a bit there, Lawford. If he'd taken a bit more time, he could have crossed the ball into Windus. But as it is, he saw the opportunity well, but just hurried the ball in. Offside there against Dean Windus by Mr. Harteveld. Here's Lewis. To Byrne. Here's Robinson. That's the ball in. Moody makes a header, overhead kick maybe by Rush. He tried it, but it was well tackled by Jimmy Graham. Oh, Linton Brown there was under pressure there from Alex Dyer and couldn't quite get the ball to Richard Peacock. Here's Dyer now with the ball in. And Paul Cox concedes the corner. Be taken by Alex Dyer. Cross comes in. Well defended there by Cox. Oh, this goal kick to Hull. Okay. Well, it's a quarter of an hour. Quarter of an hour to go now here at Boothby Park. No further score being added so far in this second half. Though there have been a few close chances, so the score is still Hull City 2, Oxford United 1. Good ball there by Linton Brown, but Dean Windus there was never really going to get there. That was a bit risky there by the keeper. Here's Greg Abbott, Peacock. Peacock well tackled there. Now it's a 2-on-3 situation though. It's good tackling by the Tigers. That's a nice ball out for Linton Brown to run on to. Looking to get the cross in. Unlucky perhaps that it was intercepted by Dobson. Nice header there by Ray Wallace. That's a nice ball over for Murphy. Here's Jimmy Graham now for the Tigers. Well, Hull City have been giving away needless balls, and it might prove to be a downfall here with Byrne. Puts the ball back to Alex Dyer. And the ball eventually headed behind for a corner by Gary Hobson. Well, everyone back in the Hull City penalty box now except Linton Brown, trying to make sure Oxford don't get back into this game with a goal. As the cross is swung in, Wilson comes out, doesn't get it the first attempt, but he makes no mistake in the second. Just hit upfield there by Jimmy Graham. Hobson tried to get the ball out to play. Now Wallace has passed it straight to Robinson, and a shot eventually there by Moody, well over Steve Wilson's crossbar. Be another substitution now for Oxford. It'll be the number 14, Mark Druce, to come on. The player coming off is number 7, Matthew Murphy. Heads are there, back by Ray Wallace. Now first touchdown for the substitute, Druce gives the ball away to Neilman. Well, I think Linton Brown bottled out of that challenge there a bit. Let the defender come away with it. Dyer there, putting the ball over for Druce. And the ball goes harmlessly out to play for Hull City throwing. Well, there have been chances for both teams in this second half. Hull City have done well to hang on to that 2-1 lead. But it's Fettis now. Could be coming on as an outfield player, usually a keeper. As here's Byrne. And away by Neilman. Could be a chance here for Dean Windus. Well, that's good skill there to get the ball to Dyer. Dyer there gets the ball in, harmlessly out for a corner for the Hull City goal kick. And it looks like Alan Fettis will definitely be coming on for a run out up front. He's usually the goalkeeper for Hull City. The Hull City fans really gone absolutely wild at the prospect. Coming on for Linton Brown. He was doubtful before the game, and it looks as if an injury may have slowed him down. So coming off is number 19 Windus for number 12, Alan Fettis. Well, he does it in training apparently, Alan Fettis. Let's see how he does in a real match situation. Looks like he got his first touch, and he wins the header with cheers from the Hull City faithful. Away there by Cox. Oh, Alan Fettis there, putting the ball out to Dean Windus. Windus now looking for Fettis. Ball went out to play, and it'll be a throw into Oxford. Moody there with a header. Windus there looking for Fettis. Now the ball comes straight to Dean Windus. Neilman's running through. Surely that's holding, but he gets the ball out to Dean Windus. Here's Peacock. Now here comes Peacock. That's a nice ball out for Windus. Back to Wallace, back to Windus. Well, all that good football there wasted, really. Tried to get the cross in, but only goes straight out to play for a goal kick to Oxford. Dean Windus really should have controlled that, and he knows it. Look at disgust really on his face that he let that one go. Would almost certainly have been 3-1 to the Tigers. Now here's Paul Moody at the other end with a chance, and it pulls off a fine save there by Steve Wilson. Just over 5 minutes left. It'd be a good time for Oxford to draw this game level if they could. As the ball's cleared there by Neil Mann. Fettis there, still his hand's still bandaged after that thumb injury he received, the reason why he hasn't been playing in goal recently, and also due to the fact that Steve Wilson's enjoying a brilliant run with his current form. Played superbly for the Tigers in recent matches, and I think that even if Alan Fettis hadn't had the thumb injury, Steve Wilson would almost certainly be keeping him out of the team at the moment. And now here is Steve Wilson to his goalkeeping fellow player, Fettis. So in there, taken by Robinson. Ball there looking for Moody, and out to play by Cox. Cross comes in there towards Moody. Jimmy Graham really got to get this one clear. Good play there by Wallace. Hits the ball forward looking for Windus. He'll find Windus. Good control. Gets past one. Look to be pushed down there, Windus. The referee wave play on. Here's Smith. Good play there once again by Wallace. The Tigers dispossessed by Smith. And they win a throw-in. Here's Dyer. Just 3 minutes to go now. Now it's Moody with the shot. Well over the bar. Fettis there, couldn't quite control it. Dean Windass surely pushed down there. I think he was a bit lucky there just to get away with the talking to. It's a number 5, Matt Elliott. He's already on a yellow card. Well, the City fans certainly thought that deserved a red. Well, the referee obviously didn't think so. And it's his decision that counts. Now here's Jimmy Graham now. Now that's a good ball now to Neilman. He's got Fettis in the middle. It's Fettis! And he's scored! Alan Fettis has scored! I bet he can't believe it! It was Neilman out on the left, running down the wing, crossed the ball inside, and there was the goalkeeper, Alan Fettis, to hit the ball past Paul Whitehead, and there's a pitch invasion as the whole City fans go absolutely wild. And well it might. Well, I bet he just can't believe it, Alan Fettis. And the City fans can't either. Well, that goal coming there just 1 minute before full time from Alan Fettis. It was Neilman making a run down the left. Alan Fettis in the middle waiting. Put a perfect ball in, and Alan Fettis steered the ball past a stranded Paul Whitehead. Well, surely that'll be a headline in the papers tomorrow. It's not often you see a goalkeeper come out as an outfield player and score on his debut. His outfield debut, that is. Well, there's a chance of one Alan Fettis from the City stands. I'm sure this still hasn't quite sunk in yet. As here's Matt Elliott. Well, the score here now as we approach full time, less than a minute now. It's Hull City 3, Oxford United 1. Ball's put back in. Hull City don't want to concede one now. And there was an absolute sitter there for David Rush, but managed from about 1 yard out to hit the ball out.
Good that, isn't it? Good little story that.
Must surely be approaching now the last kick of the game. And that's a good ball out for Dean Windass now, looking for number 4 for the Tigers. He must surely, and he managed to steer the ball just wide. Unlucky there, Dean Windass, looking for his hat-trick. Well, there's shouts of Dino from the fans, but I'm sure that his hat-trick chance now is gone in this match. Surely can't be long left. Wallace there, puts a nice ball in. Hull City goal kick. Well, it's been a good performance by the Tigers so far, good battling. Now it's Fettis, he might look for number 2, as Windass will look to get this cross in. And it'll be an Oxford throw-in. Well, it's like, it'd be a shame really to end this match on a bad note, but looks like that's what will happen as Dean Windass is booked there. His mouth once again getting him into trouble. as it's done so many times before, and that ball was out of play for Hull City throw-in. Well, about 3 minutes of injury time played. There really can't be long left now. Here's Dean Winders! And well away by Elliott. Now here's the substitute, Rush. Looking for Moody for the consolation goal. Referee looks at his watch. Surely not long left now. Goal kick now to Hull. There's Steve Wilson, knocks the ball up. Neil Mann jumps, he's beaten in the air, and the final whistle goes! And the Hull City fans go absolutely wild. It's been a brilliant match here at Boothby Park. Both teams have had their chances, but it's Hull City who've taken the chances. The first one on 17 minutes, the ball was chipped over and Dean Winders there was one-on-one and fired the ball past Paul Whitehead. The second came exactly 10 minutes later, as Dean Winders broke through and scored once again past Paul Whitehead. Then Oxford got back into the game on the 44th minute. Matt Elliott controlling the bird superbly, 6 yards out and firing past Steve Wilson. And then the real breakthrough came, and I'm sure Alan Fettis can't believe it. Alan Fettis came on about a quarter of an hour to go. Hull City with a 2-1 lead. Alan Fettis, usually the goalkeeping substitute. He was up front and Neil Mann came running down the left. Alan Fettis was just waiting down the middle. The ball came into him, and when he hit it and went in, I bet he couldn't believe it, because the crowd certainly couldn't. And the way that fine Alan Fettis goal capped a fine performance for the Tigers here at Boothby Park today. And it ends for me, Jeff Serby, from Jubilant Boothby Park. The score here, Hull City 3, Oxford United 1.